Today, I'll ask Shawn Tubbs how to be a proper guitar player. Hey everyone, Chris here for Thomann's Guitars and Basses. This is a very special day for me. I have one of my favorite guitar players and human beings on the channel right here, Shawn Tubbs. Everyone.
Hey everybody.
So nice to have you. It's I've been waiting for this and I have some plans with you.
Cool.
Just to make it clear, in case anything looks weird or we have like little smiles, this is the second time we're shooting this video and I'm so looking forward to it because you will know why, because I'll learn more. I want to get inside your head. I want to understand how you approach playing, because the way you play those inside and outside notes, those chord notes and those jazzy notes that you mix just feels so natural, and I just cannot put my head around it. So
oh wow.
I wanna ask you a million things.
Well, yeah, I'll do my best to explain. I don't know any of the scales and the thingies, but
okay, well, about that. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Cool. So you had a really cool idea to start this with like a first step, a basic step.
Yeah.
Which would be just one chord, I guess, right?
Yeah, just to kind of pick a static. Let's just pick a static chord, and you know, when you had kind of asked about the inside-outside thing, I thought, well, over one chord, it might be easier to show you where my head's kind of at with that type of thing. So even over just like a, you know, like an E dominant 7, there's a few things, you know, that can be done over that. But to keep it really simple, we'll just start where, you know, the easiest key of all, obviously. And we'll start, you know, yeah, I mean, all guitar players will gravitate towards the 12th fret and play pentatonic, right? You know, some might just play straight ahead pentatonic. Others might play, you know, the blues version of that. And all of that sounds great. For me, I don't think when I want to play outside, I don't all of a sudden think, oh, I need to play a different scale.
Okay.
Because I don't know a different scale. So it becomes problematic immediately. So there's, you know, you and I both know intervals. So there's certain intervals that would be considered outside the key center. So, you know, in the key of E, when you think about an E major scale, which is the one scale I do know, all of that's in the key center. The altered notes are gonna be, you know, intervals like your flat 5. So if you play like just an E.
E dominant? Yeah.
And then maybe your 9, flat 9, which is really altered. But that one you can. There's ways around that, but that's an altered one. And then, of course, you and I both love, because we've been talking, we both love the 6th interval.
Yeah.
You know, because most guitar players are going to go.
Yeah.
But there's something about that. So you've obviously got that one, but now that, you know, I've kind of pointed out some of the outside. So we got this outside. Let's focus on that.
Okay, so that's the flat 5,
that's
right?
the flat 5 of
11th.
E. Yep, yeah. Or it could be considered a sharp 11, but let's focus on it as a flat 5.
It's easier to understand.
Yeah. And then we obviously know where the dominant 7 is, right there.
D, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a shape right there. If we look at the flat 5 and we look at the dominant 7, and then right next to that is the 9,
Yeah,
right? Which
yeah.
is not outside at all.
No, the 9
But it,
could be a part of a dominant chord. You could then call it dominant 9 instead of dominant 7. So
Exactly.
that's like a safe note.
yeah, so it's a cool kind of altered way to you know, look at it. We've got a shape now. Super
Okay.
easy to play, right?
Okay.
So now
It
it's,
instantly sounds not like me. That's so weird, but it's so easy to.
yeah, so now you know you've got like it's like a add 9 flat 5,
Yeah.
but really what we're wanting is this. So within that you know that key center, you can do something like this. Just as a start, and you get right back inside, and you don't even have to do. You could go. Just think of that interval.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so try that.
Where did you just go back to E?
Yeah, and then just get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, and my thing is I you know it's going to get problematic for me if I stay outside too long. I'll catch my death of cold. So for me, I always
And also that might split the audience because that's where it starts to sound too off.
Yeah.
Like, what is that
yeah.
even? Yeah.
And it's just for me, that's not really my sensibility as a guitar player. I really kind of prefer to get a little bit outside and then come back to it. So that's a perfect, you know, way to start just getting that type of, you know. So I still ended on that flat 5, but all I did was add the 3rd.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
And then you have the E voicing back in your ears.
Yeah, because then you have this whole, you know, that you're trying to build, but it's just a chord. But you know, to simplify it even more is to come back around to just that shape.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is again D12, then the 9 is on the G11,
Yeah.
and the flat 5 on the B11.
Yeah, yeah.
In case you want to try it out at home, which I definitely recommend trying out and doing. Just grab a guitar and try to, you know, join the club.
Yeah.
And in case you have any questions, by the way, let me interrupt ourselves for a second. Let us know in the comments. I'll check the comments, definitely. And if there's anything that, like, a question coming to Shawn, I'll contact Shawn and ask him to, you know, help out if there's anything that we can add to it.
I'll peruse the comments as well. And if I see something I can, latch on to and help out with,
And if you want to hear more of that sick guitar playing and everything, check out Shawn's channel, definitely. We'll put a link, obviously, in the description below, and the REVV channel. Because
I do
you're a
weekly
REVV artist, and you're on both channels, right?
Yeah, I do a REVV video once a week. Yeah, REVV time.
Which is exactly REVV time. It's on the REVV Amplifier YouTube channel, and that makes a lot of sense because you're sounding really nice today, Shawn. What is that overdrive you're using, Shawn?
Why, that would be my signature overdrive.
Oh, is it from REVV Amps?
REVV amplification.
Which is the tilt, the REVV tilt.
Yep.
It's an awesome pedal. You should definitely check it out. And it just came out this year, right?
Yeah, it's been out for a few months, I guess. And we worked really hard on that, Dan and I.
You can tell. You can tell. It has a boost side, which is super unique and extremely capable. You can use it separately, and there's a drive side, which just sounds super sweet. I tried it with like everything, like Fender amps, REVV amps, Marshalls. It always works to me because it's not too harsh, but it definitely has that definition that works with most amps. And with the treble and bass, you can dial in most amps. Let's get back into that dominant 7 thing.
Yeah.
Can you do one more little twist on that, and then I'd love to step up our game.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is even though we're just doing this, there's other ways you can take it. You can go the other way.
Yeah.
But all I did was I still incorporated all of this, but instead of going up, you can go the other way. So instead of going up,
it started to be.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then come back inside.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could take it, even like a lot of guys like to do the, but you can do. So it's like a super easy tweak.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But that's the whole idea, is to show
That's so
people
awesome.
one thing that they can plug into something they're already doing, and their vocabulary
Oh my God.
broadens quickly.
You see, I told you, I'm happy that we're reshooting this video because that didn't happen in the first one. And oh my God, I'm going to watch this segment for a million times. So cool. Wow.
Yeah, so that's
an
another
eye-opener, really.
tweaky way to go at it, Yeah.
Okay, let us. This is the point where I just sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm not gonna try to repeat what you're doing now, but I want to hear it. This is gonna be this chord progression that we played a couple of times, Guillaume and I, on the channel. It's what he calls the Chris lick, which is the E minor, C major, G major, A minor, and then the second round it's E minor, C major, G major, and D major thingy. It's just a simple, pretty kind of chord progression. And I'd like you to just do you on top of that.
I'll try my best to play along.
So cool. Oh, dude, it's a joy.
Oh,
it's a joy.
Thanks, man. That was fun.
Oh, beautiful. There was this one thing. It sounded very bluesy, but still sort of just different than what I usually hear or play. I think you were around the 19th. Started off and it was like a three note per string kind of. That.
Yeah.
What was in your head when doing that? Was it like a major scale kind of?
Sort of.
Bass?
Yeah. That's really all G major to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Is really what I'm thinking. Because that's a scale I do know. So, but I'm just doing tweaks on that. So instead of just doing, I'm doing more of a kind of stuff. And then when I come back down, now I'm just in pentatonic.
Yeah.
That's just minor pentatonic, but it kind of started as a G major thing.
The voicing is just so different, it works because you can play G major over E minor, obviously.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most important basics of music theory, that these are interchangeable.
Yeah, relative major to the minor. Yeah,
exactly, but there's just something about it. It just sounds different if you point out or like accentuate the 1, 3, 5, or 7 even of the major over that minor. Can you do like a very much G major something over my E minor?
Yeah.
Just to show like how interesting it sounds, even though it's just the same thing.
Sure. Yeah. So when I'm thinking G major, that's the only note I might be less apt to play over E minor, because it's sharp 5. It's not bad, because even that, like you do it again, like hit that. I mean, that can work, but just playing straight G, that's what I would do. And then D major, you know, like, there's all kinds of different ways to look at it, but straight like G major, I just listen for, obviously, if I don't want that sharp 5 in there,
right,
that's what I'm gonna get away from. It, like in what, for instance, in this thing. I'm not gonna go, you know, unless that's what I'm really wanting to create within that tonality, you know.
It's just so cool that it's just a G major. Just the note selection is what makes it sound like really interesting.
Yeah, and well, at the end of the day, I guess, you know, that all falls under like modes and all that. And for me, my brain just doesn't work that way. I try to keep it as simple as possible. So it's like, what note doesn't work within the one scale that I do know? Play around that note. You know?
I mean, that's what modal scales are. It's just the major scale, you know, started from, you know, the next or the next or next note, really. It's just weird to combine that relativeness within like one key or one bar where you know, choose one of those. It's, if you can avoid it and just still benefit from it, which is what you do, I guess, because you're sticking to like, okay, that's the major. I want to stick to that main root, but alter whatever I need to alter in that situation. Yeah,
like within that, I really don't want the sharp 5 tonality, so I'll just kind of omit that. But I was doing flat 5 tonality.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the, you know, even the, you know, that's, you know. Even that sounds cool, but that's more just straight ahead blues. It's just the way I'm, you know, fingering it, really, instead of you know. So I'd have to, if I was going to do it the other way, I'd have to go. It doesn't sound as cool. You know, this just gives it a little more greasy kind of.
It's awesome. Also, that tiny bend with the index finger, it's just they're like little things that, you know, the one band and that exactly. That's like, I cannot stop doing that. So these are the little things that just kind of make it a bit prettier.
Yeah, there's ornaments.
Yeah,
you gotta add the ornaments.
The seasoning.
Yeah.
so cool. I have so much to repeat in this video when I'm back at home and this is online. Shawn, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for the insight in your way of looking at music.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome.
It's been awesome twice.
Yeah.
You guys take it easy. See you down there in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Shawn's channel and the REVV channel to get all the awesomeness that is on that side of your screen. You guys take it easy. Meet you down in the comments. Bye-bye.
See you guys.